Now this is the life.
Wait, aren't you supposed to be hosting the Star Wars show?
Newsflash, didn't you hear? The show's only once a month now.
Yeah, but a new show's starting right now. Who's gonna host?
It's already been a month?
This is the Star Wars Show. We take a closer look at Star Wars, the High Republic, and much, much more. But first, here's Anthony Carboni in New York City.
Welcome to the Star Wars Show, the only Star Wars show on the internet that is coming to you from the Star Wars Product Showcase in New York, where the unveiling of tons of new merchandise around the Clone Wars and the Mandalorian is being revealed today. Somebody got a child? I got a child now. I'm a father. Ken, so much amazing stuff here today.
The thing that's most exciting to me is really the unveil for the child, or Baby Yoda, as he's affectionately called. There's something for everyone.
This is so wonderful. What were some of the challenges of bringing the child to life?
Anytime we do animatronic, it's what are the things that make that character unique? So obviously the ears, the eye movement, and making sure that people feel like you're authentically bringing that character to life is the key anytime we do an animatronic product.
Make them do a thing before we go, please.
One of my favorites is the Bounty Collection.
I like things that are a little cartoony, a little stylized, and I just love one good pose. He drink a soup, he mind his own business.
Would you like to hold him?
I would love to hold
Here
him.
you go.
I love the eyes on this one. It's got emotion.
Taking the cuddliness to another level. And then you can also see the 11-inch has a roto-molded head. Very cuddly, but also a nice display piece for collectors.
Must be fun to make these little custom pieces like this.
I was gonna say, yeah, especially with these two sets. We have the brick heads, and then we have the Mandalorian Research Press that's coming out in September.
He's so tiny.
I know.
Chris, is there anything you were dying to show to the world?
Actually, I really like Mission Fleet. We're really focusing on the character and the vehicle play there. It's a different scale, but again, that keeps it fresh. And, you know, this is in a lot of ways tip of the iceberg for what we're doing for Clone Wars. We have so much more to come.
You are wearing one of my favorite pieces because this was designed by Ashley Eckstein.
You can just look right into the camera and tell Ashley Eckstein that I look better in these than she does.
It's his show, they were made for him, but you wear them well.
Wow. Please help me, my son is very sick. He wants a red double-sided lightsaber.
Is he allowed to wield that?
No, he's absolutely not. This is not canon. Folks, I'd love to hang out with you all day and talk about Star Wars the way we used to, but I'm a father now. I have responsibilities. But luckily, Kristen Baver is about to find out what Project Luminous is all about. Kristen, what did you get me off of my baby registry?
Yes, I bet you have. McConkey.
Thanks, Anthony, and congratulations on the new arrival. There's a case of bone broth on its way to you. We're here today at the unveiling of Project Luminous, the super top secret publishing initiative that just unveiled the title, Star Wars, The High Republic.
Project Luminous is a super important initiative for us at Disney Publishing because it gives us the opportunity to tell unique stories.
First and foremost, thank you all for coming out tonight. We are here to talk about Project Luminous. Project Luminous is a massive, original, interconnected story that is going to be told through various publishers over various years. In addition to it being this massive, all-new story, it also sets up a new era of storytelling for us, which is the High Republic.
200 years before the events of the prequels is when the High Republic takes place. It's a golden time. It's a time of peace and prosperity. It's a time where the Jedi really are the galactic guardians, stewards of peace and justice. But the other interesting aspect of it is it's also a time of great galactic expansion. It's a time of pirates, smugglers, scoundrels, and overall it's a really exciting story palette for us to tell great fiction in the future.
We have someone else to moderate for us. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Bobby Moynihan.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. You are a member of the Star Wars family.
Yes, that's a great sentence.
Yes, right? What does Star Wars mean to you, though?
I've only seen Phantom Menace. So, no, I'm just kidding. It means everything to me. I mean, it's a really special thing in my life. I think what it is, it's hope. It's the most simple thing in the world and something to look forward to. And it's this brand new world, and we're creating another one here tonight, it feels like, and I feel insanely proud to be a part of it. And growing up loving Star Wars as a kid, I can't believe I'm standing here right now.
We have to give Kathy Kennedy a bit
Absolutely.
of credit. One thing she kept pushing was, hey, you guys should really be bold with publishing.
Over the last couple years, as we were winding down the Skywalker saga, we realized the time was right to explore a brave, bold new direction for publishing. To do that, we had to bring in 5 all-star authors.
This is the coolest. You guys get to write Star Wars. I'm gonna have a million questions for you after this as well. What was the ideation process like?
There were really sort of 2 guiding stars for us. One was that line from Obi-Wan.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
Well, that's super cool, right? We've been hearing that since 1977, but we've never actually seen it. And that was something that resonated with everyone. What does that look like? And then the other one was something that Cab had said, which was, what scares the Jedi? And with those 2 pieces of information in mind, we really started to zero in on what this story could be.
Charles, would you like to talk about the first book?
I sure would. That is the cover of the first novel, Light of the Jedi. This is a story that is designed to give the broad readership what you're getting now. It's going to establish this time period in a way that's very exciting, very direct. You know, it is the Jedi at their height, and it begins with the Great Disaster.
It's just amazing to be able to kind of come in with a blank slate. For Test of Courage, it's a middle grade book. We follow Vernestra Rowe, and she is the youngest Jedi Knight that she knows of. And that comes with a whole bunch of responsibility that maybe she's ready for, maybe she isn't.
I'm writing Star Wars The High Republic, the Marvel comic, an ongoing series set within the High Republic. We've seen in Star Wars a lot of stories about Masters and Padawan and Jedi Knights. Here we see a group of Jedi working together. And importantly, they're not just working with other Jedi, they're working with the members of the Republic as well.
Into the Dark is mostly set around the adventures of Reath Silas. He is a Padawan, and he's been living a very sort of cloistered life up until now on Coruscant. And now he's going to the frontier and is going to have to figure out who he is there.
I'm very excited to be writing a comic. Here we have Lula and Farzala. They're 2 Padawans, and along with their crew of Padawans, they're responding to one of the kind of side fallout pieces of the Great Disaster. And we follow both of their paths through learning about the Jedi and the Padawans and life at that time and all the adventures that they have.
Phase 1 is Light of the Jedi. You have the Great Disaster happen in Charles's novel, but it's a linchpin moment because it's something that'll happen there, but it's reflected in all of the publishing. You have the reaction to this disaster rippling through all of these books, and then you have characters who will appear from book to book to book, and that's part of the fun. We are passionate about it, and we get to do this because you guys support it. So thank you for the support. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for reading, and as always, may the Force be with you. Thank you, everybody.
Tonight on McConkey, Greedo is missing, and McConkey is on the case.
He did what? McConkey!
Where is he? Where are you hiding him? What's the matter? You got sand in your ears?
He's caught between a Rodian and a hard place, but McConkey will stop at nothing for the truth.
Carabas!
I said by the book, McConkey! I got no choice. You're off the case.
But Greedo's missing. I promised his wife I'd find him. He's my partner.
Greedo's dead, McConkey.
Not on my watch.
McConkey, tonight at 9, only on the Superstation KLFL Stereo TV 40.
You're watching
the Star
Wars
Show.
Whoop, made it. All right, made it. Let's get this party started.
Party's over.
What do you mean the party's over? I just got here.
Sorry.
I guess I'll close this show. We're just 1 episode into the final season of the Clone Wars, and we want to know what you're loving about the show. Which Bad Batch clone is your favorite? How excited are you to see Anakin, Ahsoka, Captain Rex, and the whole gang back together again? Tweet it to us with hashtag SWS Clone Wars, and we'll feature our favorites here next month. And as always, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. And I've got another month in the ball pit.
I said by the book, McConkey! Do you know how much that's gonna cost us? You did what?